Hello, my name is Jeff Raffauf, and I'm one of the pastors at West Lawn United Methodist Church, and what a privilege it is to share with you today in these daily connection videos. Pastor Chris and I are honored that you continue to invite us into your lives and into your home. And so we hope that these words will be of some encouragement to you, that perhaps you might be even slightly entertained, and that you might feel a greater sense of connection with others as we go through this time of isolation and staying at home. We, a few weeks ago, asked you to submit some pictures. And the idea was that we wanted to see if you could stump us with the pictures that you submitted. Not that we couldn't figure out what they were, although some of them were a challenge, but how could we apply them to a connection video or a daily devotion? And so today, I believe Dave Page submitted the picture, and it's of a tool that is used in Haiti and elsewhere, to be honest with you, but we've experienced it most recently in Haiti. You see, our church has been about helping others. We believe that God has blessed us so that we can help others by feeding those who are hungry and helping to shelter those for whom God loves and cares and who need that kind of shelter. And so one of the ways we do that is by helping to build homes with the Fuller Center for Housing and their global partners in Pignon, Haiti. Now, if you've ever been to a third world nation or to a poor country and worked in the construction, you know they don't use nearly as much wood as we do, and they use a lot of masonry because it doesn't rot and the bugs don't get into it as much. And so to build the walls, and I'm not a good one to talk about this, but I've done it a couple of times though. And to build those walls, we take rebar and we tie them together with small bands of cut wire, and you build columns of this rebar so that it can be set into the corners or the places where you need supports. And then the concrete, which is usually mixed on the ground by hand, is then by bucket brigade lifted up and poured in. And what Dave submitted in his picture is a nifty little tool that the Haitians developed to help you to twist the tie wires and to bend the rebar so that we can create these pillars and supports for the masonry walls of the one-story houses that we have helped to build. And so, Dave, thank you for reminding me of that. And it reminded me of a number of other things as well. In fact, I brought some pictures, or not pictures, but I brought with me today a couple of trinkets that I brought back from one of my trips to Haiti. There is a hand carving here. They do a lot of hand carving and painting, and even the basket. I had imagined that might be an Easter basket one day for maybe one of my grandchildren. Turns out that wasn't the case, but they are reminders of the very special times that I have spent in Haiti. And as I think about the Haitians and my own experiences in Haiti, I want to call to your attention something that we find in the Gospels. In the Gospel of Luke, in the 12th chapter, verse 48, Jesus is telling a story, and he ends with these words. He says, "From everyone to whom much has been given, much will be required." This is Luke 12:48. "From everyone to whom much has been given, much will be required. And from the one to whom much has been entrusted, even more will be demanded." Now, I can be honest and say to you that I'm very proud to serve at the West Lawn Church because God has given us a lot, but I believe we've done a lot with it. God has blessed us to the tune of over $500,000 over the last several years in our Christmas offerings, every penny of which we have given away to build homes for the poor, the working poor in Haiti, and to make a difference right here in Berks County, Pennsylvania. We have tried to feed the hungry, shelter the homeless. We've ministered to those in need. It's been an exciting thing. But we do this not out of a sense of obligation, and I hope not to just ease our conscience at Christmas time when we overindulge and spend so much on ourselves. But I hope we do it because of what God has done for us, because of the love God has shown for us. And so one last passage I want to share with you comes from 1 John chapter 4, where Jesus said, John said, "Beloved, let us love one another, because love is from God, and everyone who loves is born of God and knows God." And then later in that same chapter, 1 John 4:11, "Beloved, since God loved us so much, we ought to love one another. Because God has loved you and me so much, we should love one another." Now, being loved by God doesn't mean we always get our way. Doesn't mean we go to yellow when we think we should. It doesn't mean we get to come back to worship prematurely or in a time when it's not safe. It doesn't mean that all of our problems will be swept away and all of our days will be rosy. What it means is we will never be alone. We'll never have to endure the trials that we're going through today by ourselves, but we do so with God by our side. Friends, the Haitians have reminded me of how good it is to live in the light of the Lord. They make so much out of so little. I think we could learn a lesson from them, how we have received so much from God, and now it's our time. This is our moment in history to give back to God, to show others the love that we have received from God, and to make a difference in our world. Friends, thanks to Dave Page for submitting that tool that got me thinking about Haiti, which got me thinking about how much we have, which got me thinking about God's love. May you know that love, and may you share it with others. And may God be with us till we meet again.